Hi friends, this is Laura with Potpourri of Life. I hope that you have had a great day. And if I seem like I'm talking fast, it's because I've tried videotaping this a few times, but my camera keeps going in and out. So I got to figure out what's going on there. But maybe I can make it through this time. So I hope you've had a great day, no mishaps, no horrible things. And if the worst case that happens to me is this camera, you know what? Life could be worse. So what I wanted to share with you today is a little bit of some of the things I have done with the peaches, but I also wanted to share that some of the nice things about today was being able to visit with David's father, taking care of his haircut, because he was overdue for a haircut. And I took care of my husband while he was there because it was like everything's out. Let's take care of it. And then was able to take care of my daughter's hair as well. She just asked, Mom, could you take a couple inches off? And I said, sure. So we took care. Today was beautician day for both men and girls. So we took care of all that. We got to see our grandson get off the bus for his first day of kindergarten. We didn't tell him we would be over there, and we didn't want to disappoint him in the event that for some reason we couldn't make it. So, as all of us are trying to do, or I would hope, one of the things I do when we are finding things to be a little expensive, and gas is just a little ridiculous. And so what we're doing is we're kind of like, okay, make pit stop here, here, and there. And so it was a long day. It was tedious because I do not enjoy shopping. But we took the time and I stopped off at the grain store, picked up the feed for the chicken because I like to be one bag ahead. And they seem to like this feed that I've been getting them. So we'll get that. And yes, we feed them a lot of scraps, and I will continue to do that. And one of the other things they enjoy is all that clover that grows, and it's kind of like a weed in with the tomatoes and everything else. I pull that, and they just devour it. So I don't need to give them all the vegetables, but I give them that, and they love. I gave them a treat. I gave them some cabbage leaves because they love fresh cabbage. So I spoiled them a little bit before I left. So we got the grain, and then we went over. And the other thing that I was trying to do was when we were up at the farm stand last week, we went over to the Walmart just to kind of like, David needed something, and so I just scanned through to see what they had for canning jars. Believe it or not, they had them for $8 for pint-sized jars, and I grabbed a few. And I'm sitting there thinking, I should probably get more. And my husband saying, Lord, please don't. It's just kind of like, you won't need them. But he doesn't understand when you start canning, you go through your jars really, really fast. I went through 2 cases working on my peaches. So, but he says it can't be that bad. So after we went to our new grocery store that just opened, and it's up to $13, $13.49 or something for a case. And then later he couldn't find what he wanted at that Walmart, so we headed over there, and they didn't have that, but I showed him. I said the price here too is different. So even though your store might have them for $8, you can't get them for $8 everywhere. They're up to $13. This is insane. I have never seen canning jars get to the point where it makes it really difficult for those of us that want to preserve our food. It's making it really expensive, and there's no need for that. And that's as far as I'm going to go because I have great news. I worked with some of the peaches. I canned up everything else. There's a few things that I need to do, but most of it's all in a position so that they're frozen so I can work with them a little bit later. But what I did was I worked with this case of peaches. It was like half a bushel, I would say. And so some of the things that I did was I made some peach vinegar. This is a half-gallon jar, and what I did was I am trying to make sure every ounce of fresh produce that comes into this home, whether I purchase, whether I grow it, whether I'm gifted, I will make sure that that fruit or vegetable does not go bad, because I would rather have the fresh produce. Then there goes my camera. So if I've got blurry, I'm going to give it a chance here. Hold on. Let me see if I can do something here. Nope, it's not working. Okay, there, we're back. This is driving me crazy. I am not a tech savvy person, so this is going to drive me nuts, but let's see if I can get through this. So what I did was I made this peach vinegar. And how I did it was I took all the pits from all the peaches. So I had enough to make 3 half-gallon jars, and that's what's in here. You can also put the peelings in here as well, and in some of them I did. So what you do is you put it in there, put half a cup of water to half a cup of sugar to a half a gallon, and then you fill it up with filtered water. And you stir it every single day for a few weeks or until it gets to the point. And yes, keep a cloth cover on it with the elastic so that the air goes through. As you know, regular wine, when you drink it, it'll go to vinegar if you don't use it or if it's exposed to the air too long. So I'm doing this with the peaches because I thought about making peach wine, and then I said, no, I'm going to just do this because I know this will be good. And I have some other wines that I'm making for medicinal reasons for my tinctures. So I thought, well, if I go back, if I have success with this, I can do that later. This here, a while back, I made some stir fries with some wine, some white wine. So there was some wine left. So as I was working with the peaches, I tried the wine. I'm just not a wine person. So I took what was there and I am making some white wine vinegar. Now, why am I making vinegar, especially with some really good wine? Is because I don't want the resources to go bad. Plus, wine can be used for cleaning. It can be used for your hair. It can make it nice and shiny. It can, and it can actually clean your scalp really nice. And you can use it, like I said, you can use it for cleaning and stuff. You can use it in your laundry for a rinse. A lot of things. The only thing you don't use these for is when you're pickling and stuff. You really want that white vinegar for pickling. So what else did I do with the lovely peaches? And they were fabulous, by the way. So I canned up about, I believe it was 8 jars of chunk peaches. Aren't they beautiful? Then I did sliced jars. And then there was enough peaches chopped up, so I decided I'm going to make some peach salsa. And there you go. I brought a jar over to my daughter today because she likes salsa. Now this is not as spicy, but you could. I'm not a hot and spicy type of chick when it comes to salsa. I like a mild salsa, so I don't have any hot peppers in here at all. And the other thing that I made, which was a mistake, because what I'm trying to do with all my food is to use every piece of it where I can. So I've used my peach pits for the vinegar. I saved a few out. I'm going to try to grow some peach trees. It takes a few years, maybe quite a few years before you get anything. But you know what? It's worth trying, isn't it? I used the peaches to make different peaches, and I made the salsa. But we got the peach skins now. No, I did not boil the peaches. Here we go again. Oh, I'm going to hate this camera. Let's reset that. It might come back. All right, let's try a little close up. I am so sorry about this. I just want to get this through so that you can I want to share some exciting news that I read about in terms of this product. I meant to can up peach jelly. That was my goal because I love peaches and these are delightful. Well, by the end of the day, I am so tired. And no, not because I had a quarter cup of wine or anything. I was tired because I was in the kitchen all day and I had started it the night before and I'm just like, I was beat. And so I'm stirring, it wasn't getting thick, and then it got to the point where I thought, oh, I think it's all set. It turned into not peach sauce, but peach juice. In my opinion, it's peach juice. So I thought, okay, I'm going to just seal it up because I don't want it to go bad. And then I started doing some lookups as to what can I do, and I'm going to see if I still have it here. There are a lot of benefits to peach juice, okay? So, and I did not know all of this, and this is what's really exciting because A mistake has turned out to be a wonderful, nutritious drink that I can use in a variety of things. So it's a hearty and nourishing drink that contains a significant level of vitamin C, vitamin E, and vitamin A, various B vitamins, iron, calcium, potassium, magnesium, and zinc. I'm going to be doing a video on zinc, the benefits of zinc, because I take a zinc supplement generally in the winter months, but I've decided I'm done with the supplements. So I'm going to be kind of like getting away from. But it's just kind of nice because I've been finding tons of things that have zinc in it that if we consume the zinc, we won't need to take supplements. And that's really kind of our goal. Dave and I only take a few different supplements, and I make all our herbal supplements that we do, and I'm okay with that because I'm playing with the actual herb. But with the capsules and stuff, they put stuff in things like that, so I'm getting away from that. So, and it has sulfur among a lot of others. It boasts a number of antioxidant compounds such as lycopene, lutein, and beta-carotene, which further overall improve your health. When you juice or blend peaches, you do lose a significant amount of dietary fiber offered by the fruit, but the other nutrients more than make up for this. But what I used was the peach peel. So will I get the fiber? No, because the peach peels are not in there. You know where the peach peels went to? They went to the chickens and they devoured them. And the good thing about peaches for the chickens, the vitamin C is fabulous for chickens. And so they devoured them. So I knew, okay, they know what they're doing. Let's see, there's some other things I'm not. So in terms of the health benefits of peach juice, it is able to support the kidneys, protect the cardiovascular system, stimulate the immune system. And I was talking about the zinc. The zinc is great for your immune system. It aids in weight loss. I hope so. Optimize digestive health, detoxify the body, boost your vision. I could use more of that. Shield the skin from aging, strengthen the respiratory system, eliminate inflammation, and help you sleep soundly at night. Now, inflammation is part of the Lyme disease that I spoke about yesterday, so I'm all for this. And I made quite a few jars because I thought I would have a beautiful batch as gifts because I love gifting jams. Well, guess what? I'm not gifting peach jam right now or peach jelly because it turned into peach juice. And after I read about peach juice, I'm like, I'm going to be selfish here. I'm going to enjoy this. Plus, you can use peach juice in a variety of recipes too. So let's see. It has potential to be anti-cancer. Let's see. It has the ability to increase the metabolism of toxins which are present in the body as a result of smoking. Now, I'm not promoting that you keep smoking. I'm just saying it could help benefit you if you are like no longer smoking and stuff. Do I know for sure? No. But I know that when I was growing up, I was exposed to secondhand smoke and it drove me nuts. Then when I got into the workforce, they didn't have these smoking rules until later on. So I was exposed to secondhand smoke for quite a long time. And it's very painful for those of us that have issues with allergies and stuff. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. I'm really sorry about this. I'm going to try to figure out what's going on. It improves your cardiovascular health because of the vitamin C. And it's because of that vitamin C, it protects our heart. There's so many things, and it prevents aging, weight loss. I shared a lot of these things. Boosts the immunity, improves vision. Now, if you wanted to make peach juice, you had peaches, and you didn't want to do it the long process that I did, you can, you wash your peaches. You get about 6 peaches and a cup of water. Filtered water is my recommendation. 12 ice cubes, a teaspoon of sugar if you really want it, and a teaspoon of lemon juice. I don't put lemon juice in my stuff because it really bothers me. So, and then you just scoop out the meat of your peaches, not the peels when you're making it fresh like that, and you just smooth it up and you have peach juice like that. Now this stuff, I tasted it and it tasted really good. So I'm going to use it as peach juice, and I will drink it straight. I will use it in recipes, and I've thought about making ice cubes in it, or making even ice pops to just kind of have for like when the cold winter flu season comes. If I have a sore throat or anything, you have that to kind of suck on to kind of soothe your throat. So that is my thought. Let's see what else they recommend here too. Oh, too much peach juice might not be good for you if you don't want to be in the bathroom all the time with diarrhea. Yes, I'm saying the word because just be very careful with overconsumption. I am so sorry about the camera tonight, and my husband would be surprised at how patient I am because this drives me nuts. Some people are allergic to peaches. So if you're allergic to them, then this wouldn't be fun for you. Excessive amount will cause stomach upset. Some report that they have fatigue from peaches. So I think having it at night would be a good thing, right? Let's see. So what am I going to do with the peaches? They had some ideas here. Okay, they had, you can use your juice in a base for fruit salads, or the other idea I had was to make salad dressing. You put in a little bit of your peach vinegar and some of your peach juice and make a salad dressing. I will share that salad dressing recipe when I get to it and make it, because I'm really kind of excited. I'm trying to do everything homemade more than I have in the past. So it was really a mistake that I didn't intend. And by the way, I don't put pectin in my jams or my jellies. I don't buy the pectin to do that. And the reason I don't is I've just never wanted to. And there's stuff in pectin that is not really good for you. And some of those things I'm allergic to. So I don't use pectin. And so what I do is my jams and jellies take far longer than most people because I don't have that added oomph to make it go. So I use organic sugar, I use filtered water where necessary, and then the fresh fruit, and I stir until it gets down to jelly consistency. And I truly had that down there. So yes, this has sugar. It does have that in there. It's organic sugar, good or bad, it doesn't matter. I will still use it, probably making those popsicles. And I was a kid who loved creamsicles when I was growing up. I don't know if you like that, but I'm kind of excited about this. So a mistake that turned out to be a good thing. I didn't waste it. So I got quite a bit out of it. Not one piece of the fruit was wasted. I think out of all of it, because it took me a couple days to get there was only one peach that I actually threw in the compost. I wouldn't give it to the chicken. I don't like giving the chicken, I don't mind giving them a bruised piece of fruit, but I do not like, if it doesn't look right, they're not going to get it. And today I had a tomato that was like that. I picked it and it's like, what? It just looked like something was eating it. It was rotting from the inside out. So, and there was another one next to it that started to look that way. So those went into the compost. I don't give the chickens anything that looks rotten. So only one peach went to the compost. The rest of it, I was overjoyed to see those chickens all happy, wiggling their butts over to the peaches. And the best part is, not one bit of these peaches were wasted. And so I have some fresh, well, not fresh from the vine, or fresh from the tree. I got fresh home canned peaches. And so I don't have to worry about the cost of peaches on the shelf. Now, did this cost more? Probably, because jars are just ridiculously overpriced, number one. The cost of my fuel, but I've kind of estimated how much I spend with my gas stove when I make jams and everything else. I don't spend a lot. I fill my gas propane once a year. for the whole year, it's less than $200. And that was this last year. It was less. I didn't like that price, but it didn't surprise me because it went up. Maybe it was usually about 130 to 145, and this year it was almost 200. You spread that over the course of the year and how much I cook and I bake, that's really not so bad. So I'm not worried about that. The cost of fruit can be expensive, but it's stuff that I know that is fresh. It came from a local farmer, and I'm really happy about it. So I wanted to share about the excitement of finding out that an oops that was supposed to be jelly that I was going to actually gift to others as a blessing, I couldn't do. And I still won't share the juice until I consume enough of it to say, yeah, this is good. But you know what? I have a base product, almost like my bone broth that I make, or my veggie broth. Those are bases for other products that I make to cook with. So it's not really a giftable item unless my daughter chooses, Mom, can I try it? This is mostly for my use in cooking and sweetening things up because, all the things that you make from scratch, at least I know what's in here. Yes, it has sugar. And I don't have a problem having sugar in my food. I just try to watch how much I consume. So out of all those peaches, we made vinegar, 3 half-gallons of vinegar. It's not done yet, but it will be, and I'll stir it every day for a while. And even though the wine wasn't part of it, I just, instead of wasting that bottle of wine, I made vinegar out of that because I won't finish it. Although I could have left it alone and let it vinegar on its own. This way I am in control of it and I know when I started it and it'll be ready, plus I'll get more out of it. And by the way, even in the wine, you add a little bit of sugar. You add half a gallon to every half gallon. I just said that wrong. My apology. It's late again. Half a cup of sugar to every half gallon of fruit water, like your fruit or your herbs. You can make herbal vinegars too, which I will be making. And then you have the filtered water filling it up. You stir it every single day until it gets to the vinegar state. And I think it's 2 to 4 weeks. It might be a little bit longer. So I'm kind of excited. So I made vinegar. I made sliced peaches. I made cubed peaches. I made peach juice. And I made some peach salsa. And the chickens were rewarded as well with a bunch of scraps for a couple of days. And what I do with that is I put it in batches, throw it in the freezer, and throw it out to them for a treat. So I just wanted to come back because I love the benefits of peach juice. It wasn't so much what I could make with it. It was the nutritional benefits that come from it. Yes, the sugar offsets it, but I'm going to benefit by using this and not wasting it and taking the joy in knowing there's some additional nutritional values in that. So before my screen goes, whoopsie, whoopsie, I'm so annoyed with this camera tonight. It happens once in a while, but tonight I think this is like my 7th or 8th attempt. And so hopefully those little interruptions were not a problem for you. And I hope that this was fun to watch, or at least kind of amusing, because I'm kind of amused. But I hope it was informative of what you can do when something goes wrong. Instead of tossing it, step back, take a breath, and say, what can I do? I thought I was going to get peach sauce, which is almost like peach jelly, but it didn't work out that way. It's a little bit more watery, and I tried some, and I said, no, this is going to be peach juice as far as I'm concerned. So take your oops and make something good out of it, because first of all, we don't have the resources to be wasting food. We need to make the best use possible of our food. And I hope that you are doing that. Don't throw things into the compost unless it's truly something to put out there. And if you have chickens, feed them too. But try to use every bit of your food so that it doesn't go to waste. Sort of like the asparagus. That at very end, as long as it's not too far gone or something, I chop that up and I dry it, and I've got asparagus powder that I can put into my green smoothie mixes. So anyways, I hope you have a great night. I hope your day was fabulous. I truly, truly do. And I hope that if there was something that didn't go as planned, that you thought about, well, what good could come out of that? And if it's peach juice, then it's going to be peach juice. Have a great day, and may God bless you.